Hello, today we will be discussing the day 4 questions of our 30 days revision plan. Today's questions were based on Indian geography. In case of Indian geography, you have to be thorough with the NCERT, India Physical Environment, and also you have to be thorough with the Atlas. Atlas questions were less important during 2013 to 15 prelims, but recently we have seen an increase in the number of Atlas-based questions in case of Indian geography and world geography. So be thorough with that as well. We will move to the questions one by one. First question, consider the following statements. Unlike uranium, thorium cannot be utilized directly as a nuclear fuel in the reactor. Department of Atomic Energy has established highest absolute area of monazite sands in the state of Kerala. Which of the above statements is or are correct? We know that we are dependent on nuclear fuels from other countries, especially in the case of uranium. For uranium, we rely on uranium-rich countries like Kazakhstan, Central Asian countries. We are not self-sufficient in the case of uranium, but we have a plenty of reserves in case of thorium. So our nuclear stage program contains thorium as an integral component, but we cannot actually utilize thorium directly. We need the availability of uranium-233, which can be combined with the thorium, so that our nuclear fuel production will be self-sustainable and our energy security needs will be met. So the first statement is correct. Second statement, the highest absolute area of monazite sands is recorded in the state of Andhra Pradesh and not Kerala. Kerala is having only the 4th position behind Odisha, Tamil Nadu and Andhra. So the first question answer is one only, option A. Second question, Namchik Namphuk, Makum and Janji are famous for oil fields in the northeast India, important bird and biodiversity areas identified in India, coal mines in the northeast India, important areas within the Namdapha National Park. The term or the place Namchik Namphuk was in news recently. The Namchik Namphuk is a coal mine located in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. It is actually the only active coal mine in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. It was kept open for coal mine operations from early 2000s itself. But based on the Supreme Court judgment, it was closed later on because of the environmental degradation and other issues. Recently, Supreme Court lifted the restrictions on this ban, and as a result, Arunachal Pradesh government has sought to reopen the Namchik Namphuk coal mine. So in that case, Namchik Namphuk is very important. So the Namchik Namphuk, Makum and Janji are all the coal mines located in northeast India. Namchik Namphuk is in Arunachal Pradesh, Makum is in Assam, and Janji is in Nagaland. Second question, option C. Third question, state of Chhattisgarh shares its boundary with Madhya Pradesh, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh. Map-based questions are very important. State of Chhattisgarh shares its boundary with Madhya Pradesh, Telangana and Uttar Pradesh. Chhattisgarh do not have any direct boundary with Andhra Pradesh. So you have to be thorough with that. Map is very important. Go through it several times so that you will memorize it properly in exam hall. So the answer will be 3, option C. Fourth question, with reference to land use and classification in India, consider the following statements. Cultivable wastelands are those lands which are left uncultivated for more than 5 years. Barren land is one which cannot be brought back to cultivation under the present available technology. Both the statements are actually correct. Cultivable wastelands are those wastelands which are left uncultivated for very long time, but they can be reclaimed by the use or application of adequate technologies. Okay, so those wastelands are cultivable, but currently it is under wastelands. So that is the meaning of cultivable wastelands. Second statement, barren lands. Barren lands stay as barren land because it is not easy to reclaim it due to with the current technology. A most prominent example from India is the Chambal badlands. It remains in the category of badlands and wastelands because it cannot be brought back to cultivation. A large amount of the areas surrounded by the Chambal river basin cannot be brought back to cultivation. So it stays as barren land. Fourth question, both the statements are correct for option C. Fifth question, the excess discharge of chemical fertilizers through agricultural runoff into water bodies is a major reason for higher arsenic concentration in groundwater. Second statement, water table represents the lower limit of the zone of saturation. Which of the above statements is or are correct? Two statements were given. First statement is saying the reason for higher arsenic concentration in groundwater is the excess discharge of chemical fertilizers through agriculture runoff. Okay. In case of agriculture runoff, the chemical fertilizers are runoff to the water bodies. This effectively induces a formation of eutrophication. That is, excess nutrients will be accumulated in the nutrient water bodies, and as a result, harmful algal blooms can take place. Okay. The case of arsenic contamination is commonly observed in the case of borewell, digging of borewells, or over exploitation of groundwater. In the case of farming, if we need excess amount of water, the water table automatically reduces. This happens due to over extraction of groundwater. The elements like arsenic, fluoride, etc. are present in the Earth's crust already. So once the water table is receding, it will go down, and the concentration of arsenic in the groundwater will be increased, because as we go down, the concentration of arsenic will increase. So first statement is incorrect. It causes eutrophication. Second statement, water table represents the lower limit of zone of saturation. Zone of saturation will be having a lower limit and upper limit. Upper limit will be the zone where we can see the water in our first glance. Okay, lower limit is the deepest part of the water table. Water table refers to the zone of saturation and its upper limit, the first place where we can see water. That is the water table's extent. So water table actually represents the upper limit of zone of saturation. So fifth question, both statements are incorrect. Fifth option D. Sixth question, consider the following pairs, city and rivers flowing through it. Jamshedpur Subarnarega, Surat Narmada, Rourkela Brahmani, Mysore Krishna. From this you can eliminate Mysore. Okay, Mysore is nearer to the south of Karnataka, and Krishna river is actually flowing in the central and north Karnataka. So four can be eliminated. So option A will be eliminated. And also in NCERT, Jamshedpur and Rourkela's diagrams are given. Jamshedpur is flowing through Subarnarega, and that is Subarnarega is flowing through the city of Jamshedpur, and that is why a large number of iron and steel industries are located there. And also in same case for Rourkela as well. Rourkela has the rivers like Brahmani and Koil rivers. So the presence of these water bodies are necessary for the existence of Rourkela iron and steel plant as well. So 1 and 3 are correct. Option B. Surat is actually lying to the side of Tapti river. 6. Option B. Seventh question, if you are traveling from the city of Puri to Haridwar, what is the minimum number of states you have to pass through, including source state to destination state? So the question is asking, including source and destination state, what is the minimum number of states you have to travel? Source is Puri and destination is Haridwar. Puri is in Odisha and Haridwar is in Uttarakhand. So from Odisha we can directly reach Chhattisgarh, and from Chhattisgarh we have already discussed it shares a land boundary with Uttar Pradesh. So Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand are having a land boundary as well. So Odisha to Chhattisgarh to Uttar Pradesh to Uttarakhand. So it will take a minimum number of 4 states. 7. Option B is the answer. 8th question, consider the following statements. Himalayan yew is a species of temperate coniferous tree endemic to the Himalayas and Southeast Asian nations. It is classified as endangered under the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. So IUCN's Red List of Threatened Species include also the plants as well. Himalayan yew is a very useful element. It can be used for several medicinal purposes. It has several commercial uses as well as in tea production as well. So the Himalayan yew, it is classified under IUCN due to its overexploitation, due to its good medicinal properties and all. It is overexploited. It is classified as endangered, and also it is a species that is endemic to Himalayan region and Southeast Asian nations as well. So the first statement is correct. Himalayan yew is a species of temperate coniferous tree. So up to that there will be no doubt. Endemic to the Himalayas, that will also be correct. The only doubt will come whether it is also a part of Southeast Asian nations. Some Himalayan yew species are found in Southeast Asian nations as well. So both the statements are correct. 8. Option C. 9th question. With reference to core investment companies, consider the following statements. They are NBFCs that hold at least 90% of its total assets in the form of investments in equity, debt or loans in group companies. A systemically important core investment company shall have asset size of above rupees 100 crore. A core investment company is also like an NBFC. The major condition is that a core investment company should have at least 90% of its assets held as an investment in other group companies. So the first statement is correct. Among the core investment companies, some core investment companies are classified as systemically important core investment companies. Okay, so RBI has identified certain conditions that are necessary to be fulfilled as systemically important core investment companies. So among that, one of the important condition is having an asset form of above 100 crores. Both the statements are correct. 9. Option C. 10th question. With reference to Pradhan Mantri Kisan Mandhan Pension Scheme, consider the following statements. The scheme will benefit small and marginal farmers as they are entitled to a monthly pension after they reach the age of 60. If the beneficiary dies, the spouse of the beneficiary shall be entitled to receive 100% of the pension received by the beneficiary. Any individual farmer owning more than 2 hectares of cultivable land will not be eligible to get benefit under the scheme. This is actually a pension scheme for small and marginal farmers. Okay, small and marginal farmers, as per the land records of India, are those farmers who have a net land area of less than 2 hectares. Okay, so the scheme will benefit only those persons who are having land area below 2 hectare area. So the statement 3 is correct. And statement 1, it will benefit small and marginal farmers. That is correct. And they will be entitled to monthly pensions once they reach age 60. Okay, the identified beneficiaries must be among the age 18 to 40 years. So the farmers who are currently between 18 to 40 years will be having a monthly pension once they reach 60 years. So the scheme will work on an equally contributory basis. Central government will contribute the same amount of money which the farmers will contribute monthly to the pension scheme. So once they reach 60, they will be having a monthly entitlement of pensions. If the beneficiary is dying before they reach the age of 60, their spouse will be entitled to 50% of the entitlements and not 100%. So the second statement is incorrect. Option A is the correct answer. 1 and 3 statements are direct and it is correct as well. 10th option A. So that's it for today's discussion. If you have any doubts, please comment on the YouTube channel. Also, please subscribe to the Telegram channel as we will post daily questions in our Telegram channel. Thank you.